Hello Mama Squad, welcome back to another video on my channel. For today's video, we are continuing the Not So Berry Challenge Part 9, and if you're new to my channel or this series, be sure to check out the links down below in the description box. It'll have the playlist to the previous videos to this part, as well as the rules, so if you guys want to check that out, definitely look into it. It's a really cool challenge. I recommend trying it for yourself. But today I'm gonna take you guys quickly over Olivia's career. I haven't been showing it too much just because I've been busy showcasing her love life and her having a baby, but now I need to really focus on achieving her promotions and getting her to level 10. We are almost there. I feel like either this workday or the next workday we should promote to level 9, and after that we are almost done with the mischief skill. That one I'm kind of slacking on because I need to get to level 10, but I'm only level 7. And yeah, but for today we are starting off with freezing our Sims. Yep, that's actually one of the goals. It says there on the right, not on the right, I don't know my directions, my left hand side, it says freeze 3 Sims, so that's what I started my day off. We end work at 7 p.m. I'm not going to have her stay long because today is actually Scarlet's birthday. And if you guys know, anything in The Sims 4 happens within a blink of an eye. So of course, we just had the baby in the last part. And I've barely played maybe like a couple days, and all of a sudden now she's becoming a toddler, which is really exciting because it allows us to do more with Scarlet, explore her as a sim, and start her early, because with Olivia we start as a young adult, and with Scarlet we start ever since she's a toddler. So if I can start getting my Scarlet to be up there and whatnot, then we can definitely get done with the Rose. Is it Rose? I think it's Rose. The Rose generation quickly, but there are some setbacks. When I was looking at the requirements for that particular generation, I was like, dang, this one's probably going to be the most toughest one, just because you're going to have to interact with a lot of Sims, and normally I only stick to one Sim in terms of romance. But so far Olivia's challenge has been very fun. It's about I think it's going to take me at least 2.5 months to finish it. Ever since I started this challenge, it would have went a lot faster if I had continually played and didn't really record what I was doing, but because I want to share with you guys what I'm doing and how I'm going about the challenge, I think it's really fun and interesting. But I definitely have put a lot of time and effort into the career aspect, which I don't really get to show, like I said earlier. So it's really interesting to see the scientist career as a whole and actually work for it, especially because I tend to use a lot of money cheats and stuff on other households, but this household I am really trying to work for it. So we didn't promote, but I'm assuming the next time we work we will. But like I just said, today is Scarlet's birthday. Unfortunately, we can't have an official birthday party because for some reason The Sims 4 doesn't allow Sims to have, or baby Sims to have birthday parties. So I just had a house party. So I invited mostly it's Brent's friends, and I bought a chocolate fountain. I thought that was kind of cool. Hired a mixologist and served a bunch of food. I had to jump ahead to this part, by the way, because earlier when I was recording, I ran into some problems where my screen would freeze every 2 seconds, and so it wasn't really usable footage, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, definitely had fun at this party because we're just hanging out. I tried to invite some of the kids because I'm hoping in the future maybe we can go on play dates. I think that would be cool if Scarlet had a best friend to grow up with, so we'll see. And I definitely want Brent to be more involved in Scarlet's life, because right now Olivia and Brent are not married, but I was planning for them to get married in this part, or engaged at least, but because Scarlet's birthday kind of came out of nowhere, I didn't expect for her to become a toddler right away. I just decided to kind of set that back maybe to the next part. We can have them get engaged. But I don't know if I want them to move in together yet, so I guess we'll kind of wait and see and I don't know, I just want them to still enjoy living separately, and then until then we'll just kind of pave the way until then, until next week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Olivia's been working really hard. In terms of the scientist career, again, I just want to quickly mention that we're only one, I think, crystal medal away from completing the chart, the scientist chart thingy-majiggy. I don't know, I forgot what it's called, but we're almost done with that. And I'm just like so ready to start the Rose generation, but obviously we can't until I think she's probably young adult. I do have some ideas of how I want to play out Scarlet's challenge, because I obviously in the Rose, yeah, I think it's the Rose generation, she doesn't want to be reliant on her mom. So I'm debating on whether or not I should have her become a good or a bad, or like I don't know if she wants to. It seems like she's like kind of distant with her family, so maybe, you know, she's coming from a very wealthy, you know, quote unquote wealthy family, but yeah. Oh, one thing I did notice is that the challenge or rules didn't include what to put the baby toddlers, their aspiration or whatever it is, so I just went with the red one. And yeah, so I'm gonna quickly show you guys what I decided to change her look into. I noticed that her eyebrows were red but her hair was black, because if you guys haven't realized, Olivia's eyebrows are actually black, so I'm assuming that's why her hair was black. But I quickly just changed it because I really want her to be a redhead sim, you know, because that otherwise it wouldn't be the Rose generation. So one thing I did keep in mind though was I didn't want to go all out on the color red for this particular, I guess for the rest of the challenges. I think it's just too much on the eye if your sim is like completely in one solid color. So I went with complementary colors instead. So obviously red and green complement each other, and I just tried to go with like colors that would look nice, that weren't so red and in your face red. But I actually did not realize how many cute clothes were added recently for toddlers, because I've been buying, I mean, not all the new packs, but I've been like keeping up with the packs lately, and so I just never really checked into toddlers, and I didn't see all these cool new clothes, and I think they're also cute and pretty. I tend to dress my toddlers, especially girls, always in dresses. Rarely in shirts and pants, and if anything it's like overalls, but most of the time it's always going to be something cute and girly. And I was actually really excited for Olivia to have a girl, because I don't know, for some reason I just don't really like playing boy sims in The Sims 4, if that makes any sense. And so I was really happy she had a girl, but it would be interesting for me to play a boy sim in the future, so I'm not sure, we'll have to see. But yeah, I just went with really cute clothes for Scarlet, and I just felt like her personality is gonna scream dressing up in girly clothes because of her romance trait down the road, and because she's starting off as a charming toddler, I think it fit nicely. And one thing that I also thought was really cool when I was doing the creative sim was that I downloaded these eyelashes for adults or young adults, and then apparently you can use it for toddlers as well. So that was pretty cool, because like it enhances the eyes, and it makes me wonder why The Sims 4 doesn't have eyelashes for The Sims. You know, that's something that everyone has as a human. So anyways, like I was saying, I am really looking forward to having Scarlet grow up and having Brent be part of her life. I was actually surprised that Brent stayed a little bit longer after the party, because normally when you invite guests over, they usually leave as soon as the party is over. But actually Brent stayed probably the whole entire next day, especially when Olivia went to work. But because he doesn't live with us, it's said that he wasn't able to take care of her and that we had to hire a nanny, which is totally fine. but Brent was definitely taking care of her, and he definitely got to spend a lot of time with her, which is really important to me just because he's not living in the house, and so I don't want Scarlet to grow up and not know who her father is. And yeah, I was just really happy that they were able to spend some time together. He was able to teach her some of her basic needs, teach her some things, and you know, I really hope that Scarlet does learn how to do all these basic necessities, because sometimes it can be a hassle to take care of your toddlers, especially if you have only one parent sim that's working all the time. And so it'll be nice if Scarlet can learn how to take care of herself. So I feel like that'll be an important factor when she grows up, is that she'll kind of be more independent and not really reliant on her mom and dad. And so maybe she'll grow up and just not want their help. I feel like that's what the Rose Challenge kind of is implementing, is being independent and not having to rely on others to give you what can be easily handed to you. Like, I feel like she would want to work for it. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how Scarlet progresses, how we're gonna develop her story. If you guys have any ideas of what we should definitely do, let me know, because I'm always open to trying to, you know, kind of twist the story around, not a bad way, but, you know, just add more challenges along the way. And I definitely look forward to seeing them spend, like, all three of them spend some quality time together, because I don't think we're gonna have any more kids for this generation, just because I feel like it'd be too complicated. But I'm really excited to see what happens. And oh, I also can't wait for Scarlet to play with Minty. Anyways, guys, I'm so sorry for the shortest part of the Not So Very Challenge. I'm just having really bad problems with my computer, and unfortunately I had to cut out a lot of the footage because it was really unusable and it was so choppy and would jump frames. So I'm so sorry about that. I hope next week we'll have a longer, I will make sure actually to have a longer part for you guys to watch, so stay tuned for that. And if you guys want to see more of the Not So Very Challenge, be sure to check out all the videos linked in the description box down below. There's a whole playlist for that, as well as the rules if you guys want to try out the challenge for yourself. Let me know if you guys have attempted this challenge or are completing it as we speak. And I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be part of the Llama Squad, and also be sure to hit those notification bells, and ultimately follow me on social media, yeah, so we can interact and be friends and all that shenanigans. But like I said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next part of the Not So Very Challenge.